What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this episode of Restoration with Vic. Today we're going to be working on not only one pair of Yeezys, but 3 pairs of Yeezy 2s. We got the Yeezy Plats, the Yeezy Red Octobers, and the Solars. These Red Octobers are in deadstock condition, and these alone go for $20,000. The Plats and Solars also go for big money, you guys. All 3 of these need some work, so without further ado, let's get it started. To get it started, we're gonna put these 2 pairs to the side and just focus on the Red Octobers. Like I mentioned, the shoe is in deadstock condition. However, the quality on the shoe kind of sucks. On the suede, there is some tiny glue stains, the sole has a weird smell, and the midsole has some brush strokes, and on this side, the paint is already chipping. Again, the shoe has never been worn. The quality on this shoe is just not fully there. Since the shoe is highly sought after and goes for big money, we want to keep the shoe as original as possible. The only thing we're going to be focusing on is the midsoles. We want to go in and match the paint to touch up the little cracking on the inside of the midsole and on the outside of this shoe. We're going to have to mix the paint for this midsole. It's real easy. I've done it a few times on the channel. For this mix, we're going to be using some hot pink, chili red, neon pink, and some orange. Real easy. Red Octobers are out the way. Now let's focus on the Plats and the Solars. For before and after purposes, we're gonna take out both right shoes and focus on the left. First things first, we're gonna take out the laces. Both of these shoes do not have insoles, so there's nothing to worry about there. Before we get started with the deep clean on both shoes, I'm gonna focus on this midsole first. Before I can strip the paint, I gotta match the paint to this original tone. For this, we're gonna be using several different colors. I can probably minimize it, but I just grabbed a bunch of different colors. We're gonna start off with mist, add a little bit of cream, for sure some white. If I need to darken it up, we'll use some gray. If I wanna lighten it up, we'll use some light gray. We'll for sure use some duller. If the paint's a little too thick, we'll use some 2 cents to thin it out, and some dark bone in case we need it. Color match is on point. I pretty much used every single color that I pulled out. But now we're gonna strip the paint. For this, we'll be using some rubbing alcohol and cotton balls. This shoe is from 2011, making it about 10 years old. I'm not gonna be using acetone because it will eat away at the midsole. It might not happen, but it's a risk that I'm not willing to take. Midsole's fully stripped, now let's get on to the cleaning. Today we're gonna be using our essential shoe cleaning kit that comes with all 3 brushes, our solution, and towel. We'll also be using our shoe trees and our mat. For these shoes, first things first, we're gonna be using our shoe trees to put them inside to remove the creasing. I would never recommend putting the shoes inside the washing machine unless you guys absolutely have to. If you guys do put them in the washing machine, take out the insoles because the insoles will bleed all over the shoes, specifically on the Plats. Next, we're gonna grab our solution and squirt it inside our bowl. To make it easier, we're gonna put the Solar to the side and just focus on the Plat right now. We're gonna grab our soft bristle brush and start going at it on the uppers. Good to go with the uppers. We also clean up the insides using the soft bristle brush. For this cleaning, we're gonna skip the medium bristle brush. We just don't need it. We're gonna go straight to the stiff bristle brush to take care of the outsole. All right, good to go with the Plat. Now let's move on to the Solar. For this cleaning, it's gonna be real easy. We're just gonna take care of the uppers using the soft bristle brush and the insides, and for the soles, the stiff bristle brush, similar to what we just did on the Plats. Both cleanings are good to go. For the Solars, we're gonna let these air dry for a few hours. On the Plats, we're gonna move on to the tongues. Right here on this piece, it's pretty yellow. We wanna get it back to its original color. Same thing with the rest of the tongue. It has a slight hint of yellow. For this, we're gonna be using Rejuvenated Sole Revive. We're only gonna apply this onto the emblem on the tongue. For the rest of the tongue, we're just gonna let the UV rays remove the yellowing naturally. I don't think this product's gonna work on the strap, so we're not gonna bother trying. Alright guys, we are back. We got both of these shoes fully dried and ready to go. Originally on the Solar Reds, the scales are pretty faded, but thanks to our solution, it helped recondition it on both sides. The toe box looks a lot better, it's reshaped. Same exact thing with the plats. The best part about the cleaning for this shoe is the tongue. Thanks to our solution, our Soul Revive, and some UV rays, it helped remove the dinginess and yellowing all around. Now the next step we gotta do, using a brass bristle brush, we're gonna reset the nap on the suede, starting with the plats, and then we'll work our way to the solars. All done with that, thanks to our brass bristle brush and our soft bristle brush, we got it back to its original soft texture. The black is pretty faded. In just a bit, we'll hit it with some mink oil to bring back the color. The next thing we gotta do is hit up all the little loose threads all around the shoe. This bugs me on every single project. We'll be using some scissors and a lighter. Shoes are all cleaned up. It's a small detail, but it's an important one to me. Now, using some acetone and cotton balls on both spines, we're gonna wipe out some of the scuffs and paint all around them. We're gonna try to remove what we can. Right now we're gonna focus on the plat. We're gonna tape off the upper and outsole with some Scotch tape to get ready for the repaint. As you can see, we're running pretty low on tape, so I got Hayden Fisher on the way with a brand new bundle. That boy Hayden, back in business. Paint job is complete, color looks on point. I went ahead and removed the tape to do some minor touch-ups. Now we're gonna go ahead and retape the shoe. Basically what we're gonna do is tape around the midsole and the spine so we can lay down a matte finish. The matte finish to protect the paint job on the midsole, and for the spine is to cover up the scuffs. We're gonna do the exact same thing with the Solar Reds. These did not need a paint job, but we're gonna go ahead and even out the black. It's kind of spotty in some areas. We're also gonna tape it around the spine because it's pretty scuffed up. The matte finish is gonna help blend all those scuffs in. Over here in the Solar Red, the specific air unit right here, it's pretty fogged up. For this, we're gonna be using a heat gun to remove it. All you gotta do is go back and forth a couple times, not too close because you can't pop the air unit. Now the last thing we gotta do to complete this restoration is use our brand new Rejuvenator mink oil. What we're gonna do is spray this on the black suede to bring back the original color. While we're at it, we're also gonna spray it on the scales to recondition those areas. This mink oil will be back fully in stock in December, you guys. Stay tuned for that. Alright guys, this was a fun project. Never in the past have I done 3 Yeezy 2 restorations all in one video. It was kind of a challenge. We started off with the Red Octobers. These are in deadstock condition. All I really had to do is touch up the little cracking all around the midsole, match the color perfectly, and got it back to being worth $20,000. After that, we moved on to the Solar Reds and the Plats. For the Solar Reds, these weren't in bad condition overall. We gave them a deep clean using our essential shoe cleaning kit. After that, we used our brand new Rejuvenator mink oil to bring back the color on the suede and the scales. We used our shoe trees to reshape the toe box. Then after that, we used a matte finish to cover up all the scuffs all around the spine. For the Plats, these came out real great. We gave them a deep clean as well. For the midsole, mixed the paint, gave it a fresh midsole repaint, cleaned up all the scuffs on the spine. For this one, my favorite part about this restoration is the tongue. Originally, the emblem was pretty yellow and the tongue overall was really dingy and yellow. Using some solution, So Revive, and my indoor setup, we got it back to its original white color. All these shoes really needed was a little bit of TLC to get them back to its original value. The only thing I wish I would have been able to do on these Plats was to remove the yellowing off the strap and spine, as well as bring back the swoosh off the scales. As of right now, I don't know if anybody has been able to lift the swoosh up off the scales or remove the yellowing off the strap and spine. If you guys know of a way, let me know in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Vick Almighty. I'll catch you guys next Monday. See you guys.